everyone, welcome to another episode of Lowdown, your source for music, art, and entertainment in the Akron area and beyond. I'm your host, Harwaa, and let's jump right into it. For our first feature today, we're going to be looking at local music producer MystroBeatz. He was born and raised in Northeast Ohio and is out here trying to make a name for himself. Let's see what he's all about.
My name is MystroBeatz, from Akron, born and raised. Oldest of three younger brothers, my bad. All big-headed brothers. Me, personally, I'm just a cool dude who loves anime. I guess it's the best, and music. My catalog consists of hip-hop right now, like a lot of hip-hop, but I really just want to make music that hits your soul, hits you where you just like, feels good. The kind of music I want to make overall is kind of like music you can consider a soundtrack to life. Like music you just listen to and vibe with. It doesn't need any words. You just play it and it's just a good feeling. Really, I love the production in Cochise' music, but also, if I had to say, because I grew up on 50 Cent, Mom loved 50 Cent, so that's what it was always playing around the house. Michael Jackson, Chris Brown. In modern days, more Lil Durk, King Von, I would love to have a beat for Lil Durk, or Cochise, like I said. To get him on one of my beats would be insane. When new artists put out music on a Friday, the first thing I hear, first 3 or 4 listens, is just the beat. I'm only hearing the beat, and it's kind of like I have to remind myself that somebody's rapping on it, And it takes me a minute just to get to the lyrics, but I just love music. I love the art of music, I guess you could say. The way it's put together, it's really an art form that's just, everybody loves. Me and my brother and my friend Devin, we had this group that I'm not going to say the name of, it's a little embarrassing, but we had also this desktop in my house, and I downloaded Fruit Loops, FL Studios, and that was the first time I've ever seen it, the first time I had contact with it, and of course I had no clue what I was doing, but I knew what it was, kind of. YouTube was just starting to be a thing, kind of was learning, but it wasn't until after, and I met this guy Athis, and that's my Haitian for real. He showed me and re-sparked that love for music, and we were making beats together for 3 months, I think it was. It was like a good 3 months just vibing, and that's where it really started. Personal difficulties is the inability to adapt to social media, because I'm just not really a social media kind of person, so it's kind of hard already. When I go to sleep, when I wake up, sometimes in my dreams, I just have music in my head, just beats in my head. Like right now, I still have an Uzi song in my head, just playing, and that's how I just know I love music. There's nothing else I can see myself doing. The music I make means to me everything. It's really my art, my way of putting, I guess, my emotions out there for real. Because like I said, it's like a soundtrack to life. And a lot of the songs are, you could say, are a soundtrack to my life and just how I was feeling at the time. But I'm hoping a lot of people can feel the same way. And just really when people want to evoke that emotion, whether it's happy, sad, angry, they just listen to that music and feel the same way. My producer name, MystroBeatz, really means, like I said, the same as my music, everything. Because that's how I see myself when I'm making the music. It's really just a maestro of the beat.
Be sure to stay on the lookout for some funky beats from MystroBeatz. Hang tight, Lowdown will be right back after this break. Hey everyone, welcome back to Lowdown. Up next, we've got another feature on our late night local talent segment with Davion. Let's see what he's got in store for us today.
What's up? It's Davion, and welcome to another segment of Late Night Local Talent. Here, I have a special guest with me who's my fraternity brother and also my line brother, DJ Kellz.
Good. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Yeah, for sure. How you feeling?
Good, man. Can't complain. Can't complain, man.
Okay, your day been pretty cool?
Yeah, man. Pretty smooth. You know what I'm saying? Just another day.
All right. So I'm going to start you off with a little basic first. First, I want to ask you, when did you start DJing?
So I started DJing at a very young age. I was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, he was a DJ, and I always thought, like, anything my dad did, like, I just want to do that. Like, my dad was so cool.
Right.
And so picked up DJing at 12, started DJing, like, my high school parties, proms, homecomings, basketball games, and then from then it just kind of took off into college and then to now.
That's crazy. So...
Yeah.
What made you, so basically your dad made you want to be a DJ?
I would say my dad, my dad.
And he just like, is that still like your reasoning today? Like, is that what makes you still want to be a DJ or?
I would say he's like the start of why I wanted to DJ, but now, I mean, like, I just genuinely love DJing. Like, it's actually fun to do. You get paid for it, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's college school, you need that little extra money.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes,
so tell me
sir.
about one of the events that you did, the Wild 'N Out event. Like,
oh, yeah. Like? Man, that was originally how I found out about it was on Instagram. ZPN, what is it, like a organization on campus, they had posted it looking for a DJ to host the Wild 'N Out event. And so, man, I tagged myself under there. I had a whole bunch of other people tag me under there too. Like, damn near like the whole Akron community, bro. It's crazy.
I remember that.
And then they emailed me saying that they wanted to, do an interview, get to know me, and did the interview, went well. And then from there, yeah, man, we just made it happen. Like, it was a dope experience, man. Me and a whole bunch of like entertainers that been on Wild 'N Out before, like. That was big for sure. Yeah, that event was good turnout.
Good turnout type. Okay, so how do you feel when you DJ events? Like when you in that moment DJing at the events, like what be going through your head? Like,
man, so many thoughts be going through my head. Like me, I'm a crowd pleaser. So like I'm a vibe off the crowd, see how they feeling. So like when I'm DJing and the crowd is lit, crowd is turned. You know what I'm saying? They rapping the music. Bro, it's no better feeling, bro. It's no better feeling. It's like, I created this. Like, I'm the reason this is happening. So it's like...
You the reason everybody turn right now.
Yeah, bro. It's a great feeling. Yeah.
That's what's up. So, do you feel that you make your most connections at, like, while you're DJing? Or, like, if you don't feel like they should make connections there, where do you feel like you make your most connections?
I do make connections while I'm DJing. I mean, I've DJed so many parties from like reggae to old school to rock. I DJed a rock party before. That was kind of crazy.
Oh, rock party.
Yeah, and then like throughout the events, I mean, yeah, I'm a DJ, but on the other side, I got a career. You know what I'm saying? I network with people. I see what they do, and it's a good networking opportunity for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so do you see yourself continue to DJ after college?
See, that's the I'm trying to figure out. Like, I love DJing, granted, but you know what I'm saying, I do have other interests. You know what I'm saying, like career wise. Like I'm a business major.
Okay.
I'm data analytics business major. I want to go into the business industry, analytics field, and get a job. But DJing will always be there. So
It'll
like.
be there.
And that's where connections come from. Maybe I get a job and my boss is holding a party. A DJ. So I think DJ would be definitely around in my life.
Yeah, I think you should like continue, like even if it does just be like a hobby for yourself, you can still continue to do it after college. After college,
well, I plan to work for this company I internshiped at last summer. I did like a market internship. So moving out to Boston, but definitely, yeah.
They'll be trying to leave me, y'all.
Definitely, man. Once I get to Boston, I'm gonna explore see like see what the whole entertainment scene is talking about and try to DJ out there, spread my name out there.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So, do you feel that joining Kappa, like, do you feel like that it boosted your image and you made more connections while joining this?
For sure, man. Like, me just, like, people already knew I was a DJ, but, like, then the fact that you add, like, oh, he a Kappa too, like,
yeah,
it just, like, it take it to a whole nother level.
Right.
Take it to a whole nother level. And I've definitely made a lot of connections off the fact that I am a Kappa and I am a DJ. It's more opportunities. Like, we got fraternity brothers in, like, Pittsburgh, Columbus hit me up to DJ. So it's definitely broadened my...
Loops all around the world, man.
Yeah, man. It's definitely broadened my, like, connections.
Yeah, that's what's up, and that's what it's really about for real. So, do you see yourself taking music to another level, like besides just DJing? Like, do you feel like that you want to take it to another level, like probably producing or sound engineering?
I thought about that. It's funny because, like, a lot of DJs, like, after they DJ, they dibble dabble, they usually go off into producing. Like DJ Khaled, like, at first I didn't know DJ Khaled was a DJ. he was actually a DJ back in the day, a co-DJ at that too. Now he a producer, so I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I wouldn't say that's necessarily my focus right now, but
Right.
I'm not opposed to it though.
Yeah.
If I learn, meet the right people, because I like music, I like beats, stuff like that. So I'm saying it could potentially be coming down the line.
Something in the
for
future,
sure.
I could
Yeah.
probably see you, like, telling me like, hey man, I just produced this song.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that then. All right,
Yeah.
so do you feel like you have a lot of support in Akron and in your hometown, Cincinnati? If I didn't tell y'all, he also from Cincinnati too.
513, yes sir. Yeah, man, Cincinnati. I mean, that's basically where I started DJing, man. A lot of people, like, I know a lot of people. A lot of people know DJ Kellz out there, man. Like, especially like when I was in high school, that's when I really hit it hard. Like, going to different high schools DJing, and from there, like, when I got older, like 18 plus, they got the little clubs for the, teenagers, started going out there. So definitely got a lot of support. And then in Akron, man, like, I started DJing my freshman year down here. So I started off hitting it hard, and shoot, I would say I have a good support base up here too. So yeah,
man. Well, y'all, that was DJ Kellz. I can't wait to see what I'm gonna already see. I'm gonna have front row seat.
Yeah, he got front row seat, man.
I'm gonna have front row seat.
He behind the DJ booth for me.
But I can't wait for him to show y'all and to see how far he proceeds with everything. So, thanks again, Kellz, for coming.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
that was
you,
another
man.
episode of Late Night Local Talent.
Be sure to keep looking out for more late night features in the future. Stick around. Lowdown will be right back after this. Hey, welcome back. For our last segment today, we're going to be featuring Mel Brown, a costume design major from Kent State University. She's worked on many different productions, including some at the Port House Theater. Let's check her out.
I'm Mel Brown. I'm a costume designer and technician, mostly specifying in technology as in like making the costumes as opposed to designing them. I grew up in Cleveland, now I live in Missouri, but mostly I live here. I go to Kent State. Well, when I was a little child, probably like 3, I was very into fashion, or as into fashion as very little children can be. And as I grew up, I was always like just really interested in it, to the point where my parents bought me a like dress form mannequin. So on like snow days and stuff, I would steal my parents' sheets and curtains and staple together some dresses to put on my mannequin. So then my parents bought me a sewing machine and some fabric that wasn't their sheets. And I started making stuff from that. And when I was in Cleveland, I went to a high school that had a fashion program, specifically because it had a fashion program, so I could learn a little bit more. And while I was there, I worked in costuming for their shows. And it kind of just sort of switched the trajectory. Originally, I was gonna go for fashion design, but then I decided that costume design was a little bit more free and interesting. Fashion design is much more commercial. I feel like there's more limits on what you can do, whereas for costuming, you can make big Victorian dresses, modern stuff, you can make bat wings, whatever works for the show. So I think you get to make a lot more cool stuff in costuming than you do in fashion. So that's how I ended up here. pretty recently. My first, well, this was not very recently. My first professional costume jobs that I had were at Brecksville Theater. I was the designer for Waiting for Godot and Death of a Salesman, which was a great experience, but those are probably the two most boring plays you could possibly do. You know, so those were interesting. It was a good experience, but that was before I went to college. So at the time I had no idea what I was doing, and I hated it because I had no clue what I was doing. But then I went to school, and most recently I worked for a summer at Porthouse Theater, where I got to be a stitcher for Little Shop of Horrors, Godspell, and West Side Story, which are three really cool, interesting shows that I was happy to work on. I got to make some really, really cool stuff for that. So that kind of fully solidified the fact that I wanted to make stuff more than I wanted to design stuff. I got to design for a dance show at Kent last year, and it was nice, but definitely don't prefer designing. This last year, I got to work on a couple traveling Broadway shows here in Akron. Legally Blonde was on tour, Hairspray, and Tootsie, and I got to do wigs for that when they were here. I got to help restyle the wigs, help take them on and off of actors while they were backstage. Fun fact, if you see a woman or woman presenting person on stage, they're definitely wearing a wig. Even if it looks like totally natural hair, it's a wig. It's always a wig. I don't know why. But then most recently, my most recent professional job was working on the Nutcracker, again at Akron. I got to stitch for that, so I made and adjusted a bunch of the costumes. On my own time, I'll go to the thrift store, thrift flip stuff from there. I'll see stuff that has potential and make it into something else. Also, you know, a fun thing about being able to sew is that everything fits. You just have to make it fit after you buy it. But yeah, I do some cosplay. I didn't actually start doing cosplay until pretty recently. So I just cosplayed Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins and Makima from Chainsaw Man, which was my favorite. That was fun. I didn't actually make anything for that, but it sure was cool. And I've made cosplays for other people. Like, people have contracted me to make costumes for them. I made Starfire and Blackfire? Blackfire? Whoever her sister is. I made them last year for a couple of my friends, and I'll take, if people need things adjusted or made for them, they'll contact me and I'll get to do that. Those are all paid projects. I'm gonna be working wardrobe for the upcoming Kent Dance Ensemble. That'll be in a couple weeks. Runs from March 23rd to March 25th. That's probably correct. And after that, once I graduate, I plan on moving closer to Cleveland, hopefully trying to work my way up into working at Playhouse Square, because that would be a pretty great place to be. You know, Playhouse Square is a pretty well-known theater. Lots of great stuff comes through there. I have a couple of dream productions I'd like to get to at some point. Les Mis being one of them, which is, you know, it's a basic show. I just love it. It's a great show. Wicked, also an incredibly interesting show. I just love to work that one. Lots of goals in the future. We'll see. Yeah, when I was working at Porthouse Theater and I did Little Shop of Horrors, I was a stitcher, which means that I was just putting together all the costumes after the drapers and firsthand made the pattern, drew it out on fabric, got it cut out. It was just handed to me and I got to put it together. But there's these three like street urchin characters who look normal most of the time, and then at the end they have these fun sparkly green dresses. So I got to assemble the mock-ups. The mock-up is like a muslin, cheap fabric version of it, just so that they can make sure that the pattern fits before they make the full, like, final thing. I got to make 3 out of 4 of those, and then put together fully 1.5 of the dresses. And it was probably like the biggest complete project I've ever had to do, and the first time I've seen something that I made completely from scratch on stage. So it was emotional for me. I'm a nerd about that. I'm a theater nerd, so if I see something that I made on stage, I get very emotional about it. But that was really, really cool to see that for the first time, because it turned out very well. If I do say so myself, it looked great. I have an Instagram. I don't, sometimes I post things that I make. Most of the time I don't post at all. But if you want to follow it, it's _Mel, M-E-L, _ _O-drama, _ so like melodrama, but broken up with underscores. That's where you'll find me. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
And that'll do it for us today on Lowdown. If you want to see more features of local talent, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel, all at ZTV Lowdown. I'm Harwaa, good night, and that's the Lowdown.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. Do you want to gain experience in video production, professional social media, or working with real clients? Visit the UA School of Communications online or follow us on social media to learn more. ZTV, make media, make a difference.